So we broke a story on the website yesterday. I gotta say, did not see this coming, but we found out not only is Johnny Depp getting divorced, but it is a bitter, nasty divorce. Apparently a long time in coming, which is shocking because they were only married for 15 months, but it is bad.
So bad that Amber Heard filed for divorce 3 days after Johnny's mother died.
3 days after she died, and left him 2 days after she died. So let's kind of break this apart and explain what's going on. Amber Heard, for starters, is asking for spousal support. They were married for 15 months. There is no prenup, we found out, in this divorce, which is shocking to me. Shocking to me that that he did not get one, but he didn't, and so they will split mostly his earnings over the last 15 months. Anything he brought in is his, but they will split the last 15 months. But she wants spousal support. He has filed a response saying, BS, you can support yourself, and you're an actress. There's nothing that happened in this marriage to prevent you from earning money in your own career. But it goes much further.
In fact, maybe the exact opposite.
It goes so much further. We know that Johnny, through various sources, says that his mother hated her so much that she did not want to be around her.
His mother, his 2 kids who are teenagers, his sisters. There was bad blood between Johnny's family and Amber.
Yeah, we were told that, the mother thought that Amber was after his money, that she wasn't as famous yet, and she was using him to be more famous. After they got married, that Johnny only stopped by the house one time to see his mother, and he had normally been very close to her. He even has a tattoo of her on his arm, and so it was different. And so they always felt like she was the reason of why Johnny wasn't in their life anymore. And
that she basically wanted to control him. Yes. And also, look, the sources on one side clearly they say that Amber treated Johnny like crap. Now, there is another side to this where she is saying this is ridiculous, that Johnny chose not to be around his mother during the marriage, and that was his issue, not Amber's issue. And that the mother actually really liked her, which is bizarre because Johnny says, and all of the sources we've talked to say that the mother hated her.
Well, and I think it's obvious, Harvey, this is really nasty, is why we're hearing 2 sides of this story that are really, really different. But I agree, the Amber Heard sources we're talking to are saying, look, Johnny's mom was very sick, and for the last few months was going downhill, and she went in and out of the hospital here at Cedars-Sinai in LA several times for days on end. And Amber claims she went to the hospital, sat at the bedside of Johnny's mom. Johnny was very busy filming Pirates of the Caribbean. He was out of town a lot of the time, and Amber would go and take care of his mother. She even says that he had 2 nurses full-time that would look after his mother, that she worked with, that she checked with their schedules, all of these things to help Johnny and her mom. Now, again, this is how she feels. She also feels that him and his kids are close to her. She even showed pictures of her snuggling with his son Jack to some of her friends. So I'm not sure where exactly this is. I know we're hearing very, very strongly on both sides that this was really nasty and the family really hated her. And on the other side, she thought that they loved her and everything was fine.
I will tell you one thing I know for sure. And actually, Mike, I didn't even put this in any of our stories yet, but I'll tell you now. You're going to be upset with me that I didn't put it in the story. Johnny has been complaining about her for months. So this is not something that just came up out of the blue, but there has been enormous trouble in this marriage, and not just for a couple of days before, but for months and months.
So there was something that Johnny was complaining about.
And by the way, that information you can take to the bank. That's true.
But was he do you know what he was complaining about?
A lot of this stuff.
Oh, really?
A lot of this stuff.
That's what was weird. You started with this. It was shocking to see this divorce because we hadn't heard any of those issues, and I believe that they had them for months, but it was out of nowhere. It was filed on Monday. Nobody even knew for several days till we got a hold of the documents. And so it's like, it seemed really sudden to everyone that read this story, but turns out, I guess, that there was a month's worth of this going on, but it just seemed real shocking.
Hey everybody, Whitney Ullman from Atlantic City here, and I think the important lesson is that mom knows best. But I'm just really disappointed in Johnny because what kind of pirate doesn't protect his booty? I mean, come on here, guys. Anyway, I feel bad for Johnny Depp. But also, Amber, we do know a lot about her too, and maybe, you know, Johnny just wasn't enough for her.
Here, the question is, which booty were you talking about? His money or?
Ah,
Never mind.
booty.
Never
I get
mind.
it. Oh, that's
Never
actually
mind.
very appropriate with pirate.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, we're gonna move on.